Hello everyone, let's make a brief data report of the Aeternity ecosystem from the aspect of AEKnow, thanks to the support of Box Wallet and V2. There are 6 parts in this report. Part 1, the Aeternity in the last year. Part 2, the online transactions data. Part 3, the accounts data. Part 4, the mining data. Part 5, AEKnow and X.chain. Part 6, the future of the Aeternity ecosystem. The main work of the Aeternity team in the last year is hyperchains. It's on alpha, and we tested the nodes days ago. The next hard fork is Sirius, which is the goddess of agriculture, and we hope that we can have a good harvest in the next year. There are many highlights in the past year of the Aeternity, such as hyperchains. It's on alpha now, and the state channels were improved in the last year, and there are many examples. And the multi-signature is finished. The Rosetta API is finished, which was designed to connect it with Coinbase. And the plugin system is finished. And there are many other tools such as AEKnow. This is for the count tracing, agreement of the node, hyperchains UI, and SDKs. And for more information, we can visit the forum, the roadmap. The transactions. As we can see from the chart, the transactions is growing steady in the past 4 years. That's a good sign. In the past year, about 98% transactions are spend transactions, and contracts. There are many contracts too. AENS, and some other transactions such as general accounts transactions and workers. The contracts in the last year, 281 was created. The calling transactions and the decentralized exchange, 7,000 plus. Let's check the accounts. As we can see, the accounts data is growing slowly, especially between 2021 and 2022. Only about 5,000 or 50, only about 50,000. There are 3 kinds of the accounts. The normal accounts, which begins with AK, AENS, about 5,000, and the contracts. The AENS name is growing in the past year, and there are the active AENS name about 5,000. 38 names are in auction. The total name is about 6,000. Let's check the mining data. There are 3 pools for mining Aeternity. The first and the third are one pool, but different address. The hash rate is about 90 kg per second, which is very high. Let's check AEKnow and X.chain. In the past year, AEKnow was totally rebuilt in Go language. The original AEKnow was written in PHP, such as the spider, crawling the transactions to database, and to check the consistency of database, and to generate data for portal pages, which can improve the speed, and the backend APIs for AEKnow and other apps. The frontend UI and the node database were not modified too much. This is the dashboard of AEKnow. In this new year, we have our plans. In Q1, we'll polish the systems and APIs, support hyperchains and testnet, and remap AEG token. In Q2, we'll do some business development, such as API service and explore service for hyperchains. And we'll build user system and recommendation system. In Q3, we'll build AEKnow as an information portal for user for each account, and data analysis and report. The mobile app. In Q4, we'll decentralize it and live in P2P mode, which is IPFS network, and a decentralized API for other applications, the multi and different operating systems. And we hope in the end of this year, AEKnow can act as an important blockchain service provider of the Aeternity ecosystem. X.chain was mentioned several times before, and it is still under heavy development, and we hope we can build it as an Eternity knowledge system. The base of the X.chain is Aeternity, Kubo, which is IPFS, and the international community. We use Aeternity as the token and the user system for value exchanges, and we use Kubo for files exchange and message exchanges. From the application side, there are chat and ham. Chat for the message exchanges, and ham were built as a decentralized web content platform based on AENS and IPFS. The dashboard, chat, home, this, the editor of ham. The page is for the visitors. In this new year, in Q1, we are integrated with X.chain with new SDKs and AEKnow APIs, and we built user system. Q2 will build ham as a stable decentralized web system, especially the data value exchange model. In Q3, we'll build a chat system, such as basic private messages and a basic group message system. In Q2, we'll do some business development, such as data exchange, advertisement, and user-generated content. Let's discuss the future of the Aeternity. Let's check the Aeternity ecosystem for the future. First, the solid foundations are ready. such as Box Wallet, Superhero, and SDKs. And we can build more and more applications upon these foundations. The decentralized exchange, which is an important part of the ecosystem, is on testing. More than 7,000 cores. And the social network system is online, such as Virtual and Superhero. Decentralized web system is on the way, as I mentioned about X.chain. And hyperchains for everyone is possible in the future, the near future. But as we all can see, the applications is still not too much, and we hope developers, more and more developers, can build more applications. Thanks. Welcome to the future.